factor in the second half. Whoever might turn over the ball first will regain momentum of this game. I think the momentum is up for grabs right now.
And Cabot, for the second half, will receive the kickoff. Gerard is back to return. He has not yet returned a kickoff this game.
Almost got one, but stepped just on the goal line.
If Gerard if he gets an opportunity, he'll take the most of it, and it's a good chance it's going to the house.
It looks like the referee had some issues giving the ball to the kicker. Just threw it right past him. Little funny thing happened there. And the kicker will now set up. Referee gently hands the ball to the kicker this time.
Yeah, look for the second half, though, to be a very tight, contested matchup as both teams now well situated with each other. Conway's defense doing a good job stopping the run, not letting Gerard get to the outside. And then Cabot's defense doing the exact same thing, not letting Johnson throw the ball for Conway. Here it is. The kick is off, and the second half has started. It's another deep kick. Gerard, opportunity to return it. Here he is, up the middle. Breaks a tackle, but he'll be tackled around. He'll be tackled around the 18-yard line. He gets up very gingerly. Yeah, Gerard, he's limping off the sideline here. That's not a good sign for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's not going out with the offense either. It looked like Cody Skinner might come in. Gerard looks seriously hurt.
Oh, Gerard, he hit the hole with all the acceleration in the world, and he just got taken out by the leg.
Yeah, Skinner is out there. You know, we've talked about it all season. That's the dangers of having your quarterback as a kick returner. Injury scares can happen like that. Yeah, Gerard, he looks very hurt.
Here's Skinner now, handoff off the middle, but Gerard immediately went to the medical table, and that's where he lays. They're checking out his lower leg, his knee, his ankle area. Let's just hope that Gerard, everything looks good. It's just a scare, and he can return to tonight's matchup. But as of right now, Cody Skinner leads the Cabot offense. Second down.
Yeah, first play there was a 3-yard gain. 2-yard gain, excuse me.
Let's see if the Panthers with Skinner, they go back to the passing attack. I think they do, as Skinner has trouble handling the snap here.
Barnes getting a lot of attention from the rest of his teammates there on the sideline. Everyone's gathering around to see what's happening. Leading the pack is Dylan Smith right next to him.
Yeah, but I also think it might be a technique by the Panthers. They don't want a lot of attention on Gerard right now. They don't want the whole crowd to see him being checked out. So they got a big crowd there as there's going to be 4 receivers split out for Skinner. As he can throw the ball, out of the 2, he's the better thrower. Here he is, drop back. A deep throw. That's going to be almost caught by Colin Timms.
Seth Carter, that is. And he just got the ball in the air and just seemed to just throw it off of him almost.
Yeah, Seth Carter went up. He had 2 hands on the ball. He just dropped it. Flags on the play, and I think Conway, it's against Cabot. Conway will decline, and Panthers will punt the ball here, but still no update on Gerard as he's still being checked on at the table there.
Yeah, wasted drive there for Cabot. You know, your star quarterback goes down, and you just go 3 and out starting the third quarter. Now, this is the momentum I was talking about. If Conway has a great chance to steal the momentum in this game, if they didn't already have it, as they're going to get good field position here with a chance to take the lead.
Here's Larson, the punter. Kick, good, decent punt here. It's going to get not a Cabot bounce here. It's got a backspin, and Conway will start the drive around the 43-yard line.
Conway will step out on the field. I'm assuming the same quarterback they ended the first half with, Johnson.
Yeah, Conway shifted through 3 quarterbacks that first half. They went Herrera started the game off, and then Parker got in there. Or T got in there, excuse me. Parker T got in there, and then now Johnson. He's the quarterback, looks to be for the rest of the game, and they give it to Michael George, who's going to try to bounce it to the outside. That's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 there at the 45.
That drive started at the 44 for Conway. They'll set up shop with 56 yards to score.
And it looks like it's just an ankle injury for Barnes. Is his ankle's being heavily taped right now on the medical table. Excuse me.
May have just rolled it. That's what we hope up here in the booth.
Johnson, shotgun, play action, looking to go deep. He does. He takes a hit. Almost caught there by Marquise Pleasant, but Evan Hooper there to break the pass up.
Would you expect anything else? The ball hawk, Evan Hooper, is always near the football when it's in the air.
That was a much better throw than Johnson has displayed earlier on in the game. Look for him to build off of that last throw. His receiver didn't catch it, but it was right on the money.
Panther fans are riled up here for this third and 9.
Third and 9 here.
Swag hammer, man coverage on Pleasant. That's a nice matchup there on the left side.
Johnson drops back, goes deep across the middle. Got a receiver, and it's caught. And that will be a Wampus Cat first down at the 30-yard line. What an impressive throw there by Johnson as he stepped into that throw and delivered a money ball.
That's a big gain. They went from the 45 all the way to the 31.
What a great throw there by Johnson. I'm going to look to see him, if he can continue that, maybe throw one into the end zone here. They're at the 30-yard line.
It was a 24-yard pass, getting the first down.
Here's Johnson, a handoff. Michael
play.
George fighting for some yardage, but he'll lose some yards here.
Led by Easton Seidel, Chris Jones, Cody Neighbors in there also. No gain on the play. Yeah, they're going to actually say he lost a yard. 32 of Cabot. And to update you on Barnes, still being attended to on the medical table.
Here's Johnson, pistol formation. It's going to be another handoff to George. Right up the middle. He's in the second level. That's going to be a 12-yard run there as he gets to the 20-yard line. That'll be a Wampus Cat first down.
Nice run play there from Conway. 20 yards away from taking the lead in this ball game. The winless Wampus Cats.
With Gerard, as long as he's on that medical table, the momentum for the Panthers is lost. You saw the Panthers came out that next drive once he went off the field. They were out of it. You see Skinner on the sidelines warming up. He's looking to get his opportunity, show what he can do. But for right now, the Wampus Cats moving down the field as George takes another handoff, and this is going to be another strong run as he's close to the 10-yard line.
You see center C.J. Long and Cody Skinner getting some rhythm on their snap count and cadence, possibly. You see Jesse Winmaker throwing with Cody Skinner, the now backup quarterback.
Panthers, this is what I was talking about in the pregame show, that their defense can bend, but usually it doesn't break. Let's see if they can hold up strong here as the Wampus Cats are in the red zone looking to go up here.
We've seen repeatedly this year, this Cabot defense is one of the best red zone defenses in the state. Don't give up many points down here.
There's Johnson, hands off to George, and he'll go nowhere as that will be a no gain on the run there.
There's that red zone defense again. That'll bring up third down for Conway.
And Conway ended their last drive before the half with 0 points as they got great field position. They got into the Cabot's field position at the 30-yard line, but they didn't capitalize and went for a field goal, and they missed it. This is another opportunity where they have to score points if they want to win this game. Let's see if they can do it. Second down here. Here's Johnson. He hands it off to George. He's going to bounce to the outside of the 10-yard line, and he will walk into the end zone as the Conway Wampus Cats take the lead 20-14, awaiting the PAT.
Uh-oh, looking like an upset tonight. As Conway takes the lead on the Panthers, 20-14 with the PAT pending. How about that, Jaden?
Conway, I'll tell you what, they're looking like a whole different team. They're looking like the Cabot Panthers right now. They're just moving the ball so well down the field. Johnson throwing the ball, delivering it to his receivers, and Michael George is taking care of business as the Conway Wampus Cats go up 21-14. And as we await the kickoff, let's give an update on Gerard Barnes, still on the medical table here, as they're checking on that right leg, checking on the ankle, the ACL.
He is now getting up and looks to be walking. He's heavy limp, though.
Yeah, he's going to be heading to the locker room here, maybe. If he's not heading to the locker room, they're gonna hold caution. They're gonna try to get him to lightly jog, get the ankle or leg worked out.
And now we see is that T.J. Rogers out there returning the kick.
I mentioned TJ in the pregame show. If he gets an opportunity, that's a young man that wants to prove himself. Let's see what he can do on this kickoff to return, if he can return it.
Conway might look to kick it to him as he has inexperience on kickoff returns this year. 21 unanswered points by Conway.
Here's the kick. This one's going to be another nice kick here. TJ Rogers is going to field it at the 5-yard line. Takes it up the middle. Here's TJ. Bounces it out to the left side. He's at the 30, to the 35-yard line. And what an impressive return there for TJ Rogers. That was a nice return there, as he'll take it to the Cabot Panther 36-yard line. What an impressive return there for TJ Rogers, the sophomore.
You know, I'll tell you, every time I see this kid, TJ Rogers, this year, he's impressed me. You got to think he's got to be earning himself some playing time.
I got to say, I love me some TJ Rogers. You hinted at the comparison. The next Darren Sproles, question mark?
Same number.
Cody Skinner back on the field as Gerard is back on the medical table. Skinner was warming up. Let's see if he comes out better this drive as he hands it up off the middle. It's going to be about a 4-yard carry for Braxton Burton. As the Panthers, they got some pretty decent field position here. Let's see if they could take advantage of it and drive down the field and score a touchdown and try to tie this game up.
Yeah, last Cabot drive resulted in a 3-and-out with Cody Skinner our quarterback, and here he is again looking to get a first down this time. 2nd and 7 Panthers.
Here's Skinner looking to the defense, maybe trying to audible here to a different run or throw. Here he is. Hands it off the middle again. It's going to be a no gain here as that was Braxton Burton, I believe, who was met. Nope, that was not him. That's Austin Morris, who was met at the line of scrimmage by the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, if you're Conway here, you aren't really expecting Cabot to go out running with their quarterback as they would with Gerard on the field. So they're just stacking the box every play and immediately stopping the running backs because they know what's coming at them.
Here's Skinner now. Third down here. Isn't it go off again for another run? And it's going to be a short run again, and the Panthers will not pick up the first down, as the punting unit will be coming on once again for the Cabot Panthers.
2 3-and-outs to start this second half. 2 3-and-outs. They really need Gerard back out there.
From my angle, I can't tell, but it looks like his cleat is on, and they're taping over the cleat, which is a good sign.
Very good sign.
Very good sign that he might be heading onto the field their next chance, but that's just from my view, and I wear glasses, so my vision is not the best.
Me too, Jade. Me too.
Here's Larson on a punt return. It's going to be a fair catch here.
At the 25.
That's where the Wampus Cats will start their second drive of the second half.
Cabot may lose their undefeated streak here tonight if Barnes does not make his way back onto the field, as Conway takes the lead and they have the ball. This is where you need your defense to step up if you're Cabot. You can't keep surrendering touchdowns if you're already down 7 with your star player out.
And if I'm Conway, this is just my play calling. I'll take a shot right now. Play action, deep pass. Let's see what they do here. That's just my liking. Catch the Panthers off guard, but they'll go to a run here. Here's McCall Dale. That's going to be about a 2-yard run there on the play. Gerard, both of his cleats are on, and he's out there trying to warm up that ankle, doing some some stretching, trying to lightly jog.
He's
on the
jogging
sideline.
Down the sideline, yeah. But that limp is heavy.
That's a heavy limp, and for the Cabot offense, mainly revolves around the run. He's not a pocket quarterback, so that's not a good sign there. They're going to ask him to run. Man in motion is Gary. It's a jet sweep, and he'll go for, that's going to be a no gain there, maybe even a loss of 1 or 2. As
Yeah, bad play there.
Gary, jet sweep. Cabot was prepared for it.
Yeah, they're going to say he lost a yard. 3rd and 10.
Let's see if the Panthers can get a stop on this 3rd down. That'd be crucial for him. Here's Johnson, pistol formation. Drops back, looking deep again. He's got a man over the middle, and that is nowhere near it. It looked like Evan Hooper was running the route instead of the receiver, as that was uncatchable for Conway, and they'll send out their punting unit.
Yeah, 4 drives we've seen in this second half so far. 3 of them 3-and-outs.
Gerard's holding his helmet right now, so let's see if he puts it on and joins his Panthers on the field here as we have Evan Hooper out to return this punt.
It'd be great if Evan Hooper could return this and take some pressure off this Cabot team.
It's going to be a kick here with a
chance.
With a backspin, and the ball will go out around the 34-yard line, and that's where the Cabot Panthers will start. And let's see what quarterback goes onto the field here.
Looks like
Gerard Barnes will be returning to the game for the Cabot Panthers.
Oh, he is limping bad, though. You see all that tape on his leg there.
Yeah, but I like the heart from Gerard. He notices that his team's down a touchdown, and they need him badly if they want to win this game. So I like the heart of him to go out there and try to muscle this game out. Let's see what they start him off with. He's in the shotgun right now, and that's a bad snap. And he's not going to be able to recover
Conway jumps on it.
And I'll tell you what, that's a big momentum change from this game. As Gerard's first play back on the field, it's a muff snap. He wasn't able to pounce on it. Conway did, and they're in good field position here, looking to go up 2 touchdowns.
The momentum is completely shifted.
And I'd like to mention
towards Conway.
Sorry for interrupting you there, Brandon, but I'd like to mention that Dylan Smith, their cornerback, is in a boot himself. On his left ankle, and he will not be returning to the game. So Panthers look to be down a starting cornerback, and Gerard might be done for the night because he showed no mobility on that last play.
Well, he tried to go after it and jumped on it, but he just couldn't.
But here's George trying to bounce to the outside, which he does at the 5, the 10. Touchdown! Conway Wampus Cats on a Michael George touchdown run.
First play, 18 yards. He takes it to the house. Now Conway is up 2 scores over the number 2 ranked in Arkansas, Cabot Panthers.
And Conway looks like they've taken this game over as they've gone up 2 scores.
Yeah, this has been a nightmarish 3rd quarter for Cabot.
Everything went wrong from the very first play as Gerard was hurt. That PAT is made, and the Wampus Cats go up 28-14.
28 unanswered points by Conway.
If this was basketball, the Wampus Cats have gone on a 28-0 run. And the Panthers, I'm telling you what, I bet you they did not imagine this second half starting off like this.
Cabot's got to get something going. Undefeated season is on the line here.
It'd be a disappointing loss for them as they were looking to go undefeated throughout the whole season until that last matchup against North Little Rock. But as of right now, it looks like they could be heading home with the loss.
0-5 Conway comes in here, and they are up 14-0 on the 5-0 Panthers.
The Panthers got to make sure that if they want to get back into this game, they cannot turn the ball over anymore on the offensive side of the ball. So whatever quarterback's out there, they got to make sure that they are very careful with how they throw their passes and how they hold the ball when they hold the quarterback keepers, because they cannot afford another turnover.
Cabot 2 3-and-outs and a fumble so far this half. Nightmarish.
Here's the Wampus Cats about to kick off here. Here's the kick. TJ Rogers back to return. He returns it. Wait. Looks like they look like the ref was signaling for a touchback, but instead it looks like they let him run it out, and he'll get out to around the 21-yard line. But Gerard Barnes, he'll come back onto the field after that last fumble there.
Yeah, the center just a little too high on the snap there in that last play. They looked to figure that out this time. He was snapping with Cody Skinner on the sidelines. TJ Long was. So maybe he was getting used to Cody Skinner a little bit. But nonetheless, Gerard Barnes is back out there.
Here's the Panthers once again. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers split out. They're going to hand it off here. That's going to be a nice run there.
Gerard looks seriously hurt.
Braxton Burton on the carry there. He gets to around a 5-yard gain at the 20, around the 30-yard line. 28-yard line to be exact.
I don't think we'll be seeing any run plays from the quarterback position.
We're going to see a lot of draws up the middle, some pitches if he can move for a little bit. But here he is dropping back. It's going to be a slant route. And what an impressive catch there by Adam Flores as he was on a nice little slant there. Gerard delivered that one on the money. He was able to step into that throw. And that's a first down for the Panthers. And they're moving in the right direction.
10-yard completion.
Trying to get back into this game. And that's what Gerard's going to have to do. If he can't run the ball, they're going to ask him to drop back, maybe a 2-step, 3-step drop, and then immediately throw the ball because if he's getting any pressure, he's going to be a sit and duck. Here he is dropping back. Throws a short pass to Weens. He juke move. He gets to the 50-yard line, tries to truck a defender.
And there's that X-Factor Weens. We haven't seen him all night, but there he goes, picking up a first down for Cabot.
That's Gerard's go-to connection as the Panthers picked up another first down. And they're moving the ball nicely here as they are at the 47-yard line. Weens and Gerard have formed that Tom Brady-Gronkowski connection here as here's the handoff up the middle. That's going to be around a gain of 3 there for the Panthers. That's Braxton Burton on the carry. So it seems like the Panthers this drive has been run, pass, run, pass. So let's see if they continue to that scheme, and let's see if they pass it on this down. As it is 2nd and 7 here at the 44-yard line.
I'd like to have a shout-out, Jaden. I'm sitting here with my drink here of my Sonic Ice. Just great ice from Sonic. I'd like to shout them out. This is a great thing to drink during a broadcast. But nonetheless,
here's Gerard sticking to that scheme, and that was intended for Adam Flores, but Adam Flores was nowhere in sight. That would be an incomplete pass.
There's a flag on the play, though.
It's going to be a false start, so that throw does not matter. As the Panthers, they get going in the right direction. A penalty sends them going back 5 yards. They're at the 49-yard line. Excuse me. Got 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
2nd and 12.
Gerard now, shotgun formation, 3 receivers split out. Here he is, dropping back. He's going to throw it, and he will be picked off. That will be picked off by number 28, Logan Camp. Logan Camp, excuse me, is the one who comes up with the interception. He wears number 20. So that was number 20, Logan Camp on the interception. He picks off Gerard. And that's a nightmare play for the Panthers as they were moving the ball there.
2 turnovers in a row.
They're moving the ball there. The penalty dropped him back 5 yards, and then they threw a pick. But I feel for Gerard as he's trying to give it all he's got, but that hurt ankle, it's just hard for him to put pressure on it and step into his throws. So
if you're Coach Malham, you might think Cody Skinner gives you the best chance to win this game at this point.
Here's Michael George with another strong run. It'll be a 2-yard gain.
That should bring up the end of tonight's third quarter of action here at Panther Stadium. The Conway Wampus Cats lead. Your Cabot Panthers, 28-14.
And there's another Panther down on the field. That looks like to be Easton Seidel, the newly defensive lineman, switched from the linebacker, and that's going to be another hit for the Panthers.
The 2 I would say star players on this Cabot team have got injured this quarter.
Gerard Barnes, the leader of the offense, and then Easton, the leader of the defense, both look like they could be suffering some serious injuries as they're checking on Easton's left knee.
The beginning and final play of this quarter have resulted in huge injuries for Cabot star players. We'll see at the start of the fourth.
Yes, please.
Easton looks to be okay. He'll limp off the field.
But my heart goes out to Gerard. I hope he can continue this game. But if he can, I just hope he's all right. As he's a tough player. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So I hope it's not a serious injury like a broken ankle or anything like that. As players who have played on a broken ankle, as I like to mention, back in 2005, Donovan McNabb played on a broken ankle.
You might remember Willis Reed, Isaiah Thomas.
He played on a broken ankle in the final. There's multiple players who have played on a broken ankle. I hope Gerard, he can play on that broken ankle, but I don't want him to seriously hurt it anymore. As Johnson hands the ball off to George, there's going to be another strong run here. This is going to be about a 4 or 5 yard run for the Wampus Cats.
Speaking of Isaiah Thomas, it is a different sport, but he came in with that messed up ankle and performed one of the greatest performances in a game in NBA history. So maybe Gerard Barnes can build up the courage to do that in the fourth quarter.
He's on the sideline. He's not getting checked out by any trainers or anything. He's with his teammates. He's looking over some plays and talking to his coaches. Let's see if he could improve on his last interception throw and lead this team to a victory. As Johnson's in a shotgun here, rolls right. He's looking right. He's going to try to keep it. He goes upfield, and he's going to get the first down for the Wampus Cats as he lowered his shoulder and just fought for those extra yards. And the Wampus Cats will pick up another first down.
Five-yard gain on that pass play.
That was a smart play there by Johnson to lower his shoulder and fight for those yards. He picked himself up a nice first down. That is Giovanni Johnson. Giovanni Johnson, he's a sophomore, 6'3", 185. So he's got a lot of years left for the Wampus Cats. He's just going to grow and grow.
He's showing tonight. Maybe he should have been starting the whole year. 0-5
Here he
Conway.
is. Oh, no, not a play action. They hand it off. That's going to be another tough run there for Dale or George. They're both running hard. That's going to be another 4 or 5 yard run.
What an upset this would be, Jaden.
This would be a big upset if the Wampus Cats could come in here and knock off the undefeated Cabot Panthers, but we still got the rest of this fourth quarter to go, so you never know. But as of right now, it looks like the Wampus Cats have all the momentum.
That's just our key players. They're some of the best in the state. We cannot have them out. Top rusher, Gerard Barnes, and our two.
Here's Johnson handing the ball off to George. It's going to be a short gain there, 1 or 2 yards. Easton, though, has come back onto the field after that last injury. He looks to be fine. I don't want to bring up Gerard again. I feel like I've been bringing him up a lot, but for him to be out and hurt right now, it's just one of the best players in the state. This team relies on him so much that it's just hard to see him struggle. But let's see if he can battle through the injury pain. As I know he can. He's a tough player, but for right now, Wampus Cats hand it off. Another tough run up the middle by Michael George. He breaks a tackle. He's into the second level, carrying a defender, and he will be brought down around the 13-yard line. 21-yard run there from Michael George as he just burst up the middle and got into the second level and was a broken tackle away from taking it to the house.
And here comes Conway with a chance to go up 3 scores. That may just be too much for Cabot to come back from. And during this, they're running down the clock as 9:12 and counting is on the game clock.
Here's Johnson in a pistol formation once again. Waiting the snap. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Another run up the middle.
This may just be Conway's night. They might go up 3 scores here and seal the deal. seal this upset. Loss of 1 on the play.
2nd and 11 now. The Wampus Cats are looking to capitalize on another opportunity here, as they've done the last 2 times they've been in the red zone. Here's Johnson. Hands the ball up again. Here's George up the middle. Flags on the play. Looking like a false start here. False start or holding. It's going to be on the Wampus Cats.
Cabot's going to need Conway to get backed up as much as possible, as they cannot give up another score here, or it will likely be the end of tonight's ball game. Conway, false. Oh,
we have a
chop block.
A chop block here, illegal chop block on the offense. Excuse me. Chop block, illegal chop block. They'll be going back 15 yards.
A big penalty, big break for the Panthers.
So they step off 15 yards, back to the 30-yard line, and the ball will be played to the right hash.
15-yard loss.
It is indeed, because now it's 2nd down. And 25 yards.
2nd, 25.
From the 30.
Here's Johnson, pistol formation. He's got 2 receivers split out for him. Shotgun now. He drops back, rolls to his left. He's got a man on an up and a go route, and that's a touchdown. Giovanni Johnson rolls left, and we had an out and up, and his receiver is wide open. That was a great play call and a great route by the receiver. As I saw that from up here, the receiver acted like he was going for the out route and then cut it upfield, and he was wide open, and Johnson put it right on the money.
Great route from Conway. And, Jaden, I'm going to say it, that might just wrap up tonight's game.
That's a heartbreaking play given up by the defense, as this PAT is up and good.
21-point lead for Conway with 8:10 left in the game.
And that is 35 unanswered points now for the Wampus Cats. As I just got to go back to the last play. The receiver, great route, out and up. And Johnson put it right on the money for 6 points. As let's see if Gerard can come onto the field now and lead his team to at least a touchdown to cut into this deficit. But they need something positive out of this coming up drive.
That's just heartbreaking for Cabot right there. You go down 3 scores. That's 3 possessions you're going to need to get back in this game just to tie it. And they're going to have to score quick, which it's hard to do when you have a run-first offense. But Cabot is forced to pass. But then again, your quarterback's injured. They're just in a terrible spot.
Yeah, you got to feel for this Cabot Panther defense, as they did not expect to go into this game alone this second half, losing their quarterback. And they haven't lost their quarterback, but Gerard is seriously hurt. And like you said, it's hard for him to run and put pressure on that foot to throw. So it's going to take a lot for this Panther team to get back into this game. Got their work cut out for them. The kick is up and away. T.J. Rogers. This ball might go out of bounds, which it does.
Flags are out.
Smart play by T.J. Rogers to let the ball go out of bounds, knowing that a flag would be thrown.
8:10 to go. 35-14, and boy, this Cabot bench, Patrick, and just the demeanor of the players out on the field, man, they are just demoralized out there, man. It's interesting, a little bit of a shift. They've got to a 14-0
And the Wampus Cats will have to re-kick, as high school rules state that it will be a 5-yard loss for every kick that goes out of bounds.
Cabot fans are pulling a exodus in the Moses days, and they're just getting out of Dodge right now. Cabot fans are furiously exiting the building.
Yeah, you got to feel for the fans. They were expecting their team to come in here and beat this Wampus Cats team, which is winless. But the loss of Gerard Barnes to his hurt ankle, he's just not able to give it all he's got. He's trying all he has, but he can't. It's it's not there for him tonight. As the fans exit the building.
See, the thing about this is Conway is losing their minds over there. This team not looking like a playoff team, 0-5, not looking like they make the playoffs. Cabot over here still with a chance to make the playoff.
And, oh, my goodness, the Wampus Cats might have recovered this long onside kick. It was not intending to be an onside kick, but with the backspin, the Panthers couldn't field the kickoff, and the Wampus Cats fielded their kickoff, and they will start this drive at the, what is that, the 26-yard line?
My goodness, Jaden, that might have been the longest onside kick I've ever seen.
Yeah, not the 26-yard line, but the 24-yard line, excuse me. So the Wampus Cats got lucky, not meaning for it to be an onside kick. They recover it, though, at the 24-yard line, and they are in scoring distance.
Yeah, Cabot, T.J. Rogers treated it like a punt. He was going to let it bounce. It's a kickoff. You got to go after the ball.
But here's Johnson, hands it off to George. He's trying to get it to the outside, which he does. Stiffs arm, and he'll be dragged down for maybe a 3-yard run. That's a nice tackle there by Evan Hooper and a bunch of other Cabot Panthers.
And Conway gets the ball back, and they'll keep running this clock.
That's just luck for the Wampus Cats. Panthers look to get the ball back, looking to try to go drive down the field, but their special teams unit treating the kickoff like a punt. They didn't field. They thought if the Wampus Cats touched the ball, they just downed it. But on the kickoff, if they recover it, that's an onside kick, and that's what just happened. And so clock's running.
This Cabot crowd has gone empty.
Clock's running. Wampus Cats in scoring distance. Here they are as George takes this ball. He breaks a couple tackles, and he looks like he'll pick up a Wampus Cats first down.
And 7-12 and counting. Up 3 scores. 7 minutes left. I'd write this one down in the books.
It'll be 3rd and inches now for the Wampus Cats. As the Wampus Cats now look like they have a strong victory here, as there is not much time left on the clock.
I mean, this is just the opposite of what happened last week at North Little Rock. 38-7. Now it's 35-14.
Here's Johnson, handoff to George, and he'll lose yardage as the Panthers defense gets a strong stop there. Much important there. Stop. And the Wampus Cats look like they'll be going for it, and they won't be sending their kicking unit out. So the Wampus Cats will have one more opportunity to pick up the first down here. As the Panthers did not expect this to happen in the second half, losing their star quarterback and then just everything going wrong for them. Here's
4th and 5, they'll go for it.
Here's Johnson, pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to George, who will not pick up the first down, and the Cabot Panthers defense gets a much-needed stop there, and the Panthers...
Turnover on downs, 5:46 left in the 4th quarter, down 3 scores. Here come the Panthers with Gerard Barnes limping onto the field.
Panthers will have an opportunity to score here to cut into this deficit, but it looks like it could be a bit too late as they are down 35-14.
That right ankle on the opening kickoff just been downhill from then.
The flag will be on the play here. And it's going to be a false start on the Panthers. And, yeah, let's mention that. It wasn't on an offensive play there for the Panthers. It was on a special teams unit, a kickoff that Gerard hurt his ankle.
You know, we've said it since the first week of the season. If you're going to put your quarterback at kick returner, it's a very risky thing to do.
It is. He's so important to this team that he runs, he throws. And so for Malham here he is dropping back, has finished the thought here in a minute. Adam Flores with an impressive catch here. But like I was saying, for your star quarterback who does a lot of things for your team, to put him on the kicking unit, which I probably would myself, he's just got so much talent, but it's also a risky decision there. And it looks like that decision has not paid off tonight, at least.
I don't think T.J. Rogers is that bad of a substitute to put back there in his place. I think they might look for that in the future.
He's not, but it's Gerard Barnes. He just makes so many plays that you just have to put him on the kicking unit. So I don't blame Coach Malham as he throws this ball over the middle, intended for Morse, as a little skirmish will break out here between Morris and the defender. But that ball was intended for Morris, incomplete.
And 5:33 remains in the game. Cabot seems to be passing every play. Stop the clock on those incomplete passes. Let's look at these Cabot drives in this half. First drive, 3-and-out, punt. Second drive, 3-and-out with a punt. Cabot comes out. Gerard comes back on the field. First play, bad snap, he fumbles. Next drive, Cabot, interception from Barnes.
Here's Gerard. Throws it. Adam Flores catches it.
And to continue, Conway scores. They kick an onside kick. Wasn't necessarily an onside kick, but they get it. They get the ball back. And now Cabot's here. Cabot has not got anything going in the second half, Jaden.
They haven't, but they do pick up that first down. And they look to at least score on this drive as Gerard dropping back again. He's rolling. He just cannot move, and he's spinning. He's trying to do everything. He will fumble the ball, and it looks like the Wampus Cats. They'll call that an incomplete pass, but Gerard is slowly getting up, as he was just trying to avoid the defenders there. And Gerard, from the first half, he would have been able to avoid the defenders, but that ankle is just too much for him right now, and he wasn't able to do it. And he threw an incomplete pass there, but yeah, he's barely able to make it off the field, and that's just a tough sign to see there.
Here comes Skinner.
Such a great young man. He's just a young kid. He's got a bright future, a great teammate, a great football player. And it's just tough to see something like this happen to such a great young man. But for right now, here's Skinner on the offense. And that's a bad step there. Here's Skinner. He'll recover it. And
just everything that could be going wrong right now for Cabot is happening.
Wounds and going to the house because it's going to bad worse.
4:50 and counting. Third and long.
It's another bad snap there for the Panthers, as Panthers look to pass here, as you got three receivers split out. Another bad snap, and the Wampus Cats. Yeah, the Wampus Cats will recover the ball in the end zone for a touchdown, maybe. We're waiting a call, and that is a safety. Not a touchdown, excuse me. A safety as the Cabot Panthers recover the ball. They tackle the defender in the end zone, and that's the definition of a safety, as the Conway Wampus Cats will go up 37-14 and will get the ball back to run out the clock. And
that's the nail in the coffin there. If you're Cabot, I mean, that's just the end of the game. 37-14 Conway. 4:24 remaining. Cabot fans are exiting the building at a brisk pace yet again. The whole student section has just left at this point.
But I just feel for the Cabot Panthers crowd here. As usually every game, they're supporting their team. But once Gerard went down and the Wampus Cats scored, you just saw the heart and the passion of the crowd just leave the whole stadium. And it's not showing up the second half, as the Panthers are down 37-14.
I think we can both agree this game is done for both sides here. Jaden, if you're Cabot, how do you respond from a game like this?
You just got to forget about this whole game. They did not go into this game expect to be blown out by a winless team. They expected to come in here, win this game, and go undefeated next week, homecoming to Central. But it is their homecoming game next week, so they're definitely going to be ready and pumped up for that game. Let's just hope that Gerard can go into this week and heal fast, go through the trainers every day, work on rehab that ankle, and be ready to go for next week against Central. But that's what Cabot's got to do after this game. That's a live ball. and Conway will recover it in the end zone for a touchback. And they'll start their drive at the 20-yard line.
4:24 remains, and a big lead for Conway as they look to put the finishing touches on this upset of the undefeated Panthers.
And you never know. The Wampus Cats have been in every game this year except for the North Little Rock game. And so they're one possession away from winning all their games except for the North Little Rock game. This big win over the Cabot Panthers can give them a lot of momentum as they could go into next week's matchup against Northside and win that game. Then they got Central. They could win that game. And they got Catholic and Bryant to wrap up the season. So they very much so could go undefeated and finish out the season strong. As here's Wampus Cats on a run play here. Second down and 5-yard run.
Yeah, you saw Easton Seidel and Gerard Barnes get hurt in the third quarter. Just the two people you don't want to get hurt.
Both great leaders on this team. And so for Gerard to go down, you lost the leadership on the offense. And then when Easton went down, he wasn't able to fully get back into this game. And there was some leadership gone there on defense. So that's just the two worst players you'd want to see get injured in this game, like you said.
And here, Conway will look to run out the clock as they have the whole field to work with.
Here's another run here. That looks like it's Dale.
4:07 remains. Cabot not calling any timeouts. Cabot looks to just move on to next week, as they have homecoming next week against Little Rock Central.
Like I said, they just got to forget about the loss, get Gerard all rehabbed up, and prepare for Central next week.
We never see Conway 0-5. And they've lost their games by, what'd you say, a total of 20 points.
Looks like on the sideline, T.J. Rogers is also banged up. He has a sling on with an ice pack on his shoulder.
That's not a good sign, as he's a young, up-and-coming star for this Panther team.
Yeah, Gerard Barnes gets hurt on kickoff, and his replacement, T.J. Rogers, comes in and gets hurt on kickoff.
It's not a good sign for the Panthers, as they have been hit with the injury bug tonight. I'll tell you that. Dylan Smith out. He's in a boot. Easton Seidel banged up. Gerard, he's walking around. His ankle's heavily taped. And then you got T.J. Rogers now strapped up with a sling and an ice pack on that left shoulder. So let's just hope the whole Cabot team could get all healed up for next week. Big matchup against Little Rock Central, as it is their homecoming game.
Not too sure what the update on Easton Seidel is. He looks to be all right, though.
But here's another great run by, that looks like to be Michael George, as they will pick up the first down here.
2:45 remains.
That was called Dale, excuse me.
23-point lead.
As Michael George and McCall Dale have done a good job running the ball for the Wampus Cats tonight, and you complement that with Johnson's passing attack in the second half, and that's why they have this 37-14 lead.
Bitter end here tonight for Cabot.
Here's a handoff here to, I think that's George or Dale. This run will go for a little yardage, 2-3 yard run.
Certainly haven't given up. I mean, they've learned from their mistakes. And again, they're just playing a good football game tonight.
1:50 left to play. It's second down and 7 following a 3-yard gain for Conway. Two receivers come to the right out.
Here's Johnson, pistol formation. Here's George on a run, and he'll be brought down for a loss. That was a good defensive play there from Cabot. That was number 57 for the Panthers. That's Sebastian Stinnett, who just blew up that play for a nice loss, tackle for loss there. And North Little Rock, they'll stay undefeated since they're just blowing out Southside 35-10. So North Little Rock looks to be undefeated after tonight. And the Panthers look like they will suffer their first loss of the season.
Yeah, 53 seconds remain in this one. Conway would just close this one up as Conway upsets the undefeated Panthers and get their first win of the season over the second-ranked team in the state.
40 seconds left on the game clock. And there's about
Looks like Wampus Cats will run out the play clock, take the delay of game, punt the ball, run out the clock here. This will wrap up tonight's matchup.
14. It's been a disappointing night tonight for the Cabot Panthers. Boy, things were looking so good. Started out 14-0. Still looking good at the half, 14-14. And then we talked to Lexi Weeks at halftime. It was even looking up. We were all excited. Now this puts a little bit.
Panthers started tonight's matchup off strong as they jumped out early to a 14-0 lead. But then you saw towards the end of the half, the Wampus Cats kind of turned momentum. They scored 14 points, and they were going down the field, and they were at the 30-yard line looking to punch it in to go up 21-14. But they got a turnover downs. But you could still see going into halftime that this game kind of looked like it was turning in the Wampus Cats' favor. And after the start of the second half, you could definitely tell it did as the Wampus Cats jumped out to a big old lead, 37-14, as they've scored 37 unanswered points tonight.
Conway will punt here, but the game is over. Hooper will field. Fair catch called.
It's Justin Neighbors on the fair catch there.
Excuse me on that one.
We've got 10 seconds left in tonight's matchup.
Cabot might just look to take a knee and just end this one. This has been the biggest nightmare you can think of, as everything has gone wrong in the second half here.
There's Skinner coming out to likely knee for the Panthers here.
May have an operator. May have a short with the operator.
Coming into a run formation here. And that run will end tonight's matchup as the Conway Wampus Cats come into tonight's matchup against the Cabot Panthers with a major upset, 37-14. Cabot Panthers suffer their first loss of the season, and the Wampus Cats pick up their first win of the season as Cabot will look to forget about this game going into next week's matchup against Little Rock Central. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Jaden Dixon. My partner, Brandon Ramirez, has already left, but thank you for tuning in. See you next week.